we're 2 minutes in. So what I could do is I could just, they did give me a split. So this is my first time hosting. So if I do, say things, or there's awkward silences, I'm sorry. I'm sorry now. But I would like to acknowledge that in the spirit of reconciliation, that we do acknowledge that we live, work, and play on the traditional territories of the Blackfoot Confederacy, Siksika, Kainai, and Paikani, if I'm saying it right, the Tsuut'ina and I can't say that, Nakota Nations, the Métis Nation Region 3, and all people who make their homes in the Treaty 7 region of Southern Alberta. For those in the Edmonton area, we acknowledge the traditional lands of Treaty 6 territory of the Cree, Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, if I'm saying that right, Nakota Sioux, as well as the Métis. These sacred gatherings places provides us with an opportunity to engage in and demonstrate leadership on reconciliation. So thank you for your enthusiasm and commitment to joining Rainforest Alberta in doing so. And I am to play this video for you guys to enjoy. Let me know if you guys can't hear it. I am having problems sharing sound, but I'm gonna see if this works, because I wanted to play music as we started off today. So
what does it take to realize an idea or for a seed to sprout? At Rainforest Alberta, we know the answer is rooted in trust. Traditionally, Albertans have cultivated their ideas in established systems. Inputs that don't fit these systems are weeded out. Opportunities for growth are missed. But now, Albertans want a dynamic landscape that can evolve organically, like a rainforest. At Rainforest Alberta, we believe a culture of trust is the fertile soil where ideas grow. Our budding innovation ecosystem is a network of relationships pulling each other up as they push forward in their own field. Trust breaks down barriers. An open, inclusive network increases collaborative innovation. Successful breakthroughs inspire new ideas. A cycle begins. Rainforest Alberta is a movement to amplify trust by cultivating honesty, inclusion, and accountability. How? Our social contract holds us accountable to demonstrate trust across the province. We meet to have honest conversations around collaboration. This leads to more inclusive spaces for everyone to fearlessly build new ideas together. By raising the standard of trust, Alberta's ideas, talent, and resources can be evergreen. Visit rainforestab.ca to sign the social contract and start growing together.
Perfect. And one thing I have been asked to do as well is to run a poll. So you will see a list of 7 questions in front of you. And I'd like for you to just answer that poll for us, please. And then when you're done, just raise your hand. Perfect. Thank you. We have a couple that's finished. Perfect. We have a few more new joiners here today. Thank you so much for joining us. For those who have not heard, my name is Carol Sun, and they have asked me to be the guest host today for Rainforest. So thank you so much for coming today. We'll give it about 2 more minutes just to finish that poll that I've just launched there. And then once you're done, just raise your hand and we're good. Perfect. Mostly in the Calgary area, and we have 2 that's not from Calgary. So I'd love to hear where you guys are from. We have a few as well from the Edmonton area, which is great. All right, perfect. So I'm just going to end the poll. And I'd like to share the results as well. So here we are. A lot of people are coming from the Calgary area. There's one that's coming from Edmonton. We have a couple that's not in Calgary. I know one lady is coming from LA in the US. So thank you for joining us. So perfect. So I'm just going to stop sharing that for now. Again, this is my first time hosting, so welcome everybody. And I'd like to just run by the slides that Bridget and Amber has given me. Today, we don't have any speakers present. However, what we'd like to do today is just to network. So what I'm going to do is break you guys out into different rooms and just to get to know each other authentically. For those that actually here, you know what, I'll just run by the slides right here. For those that are new for Rainforest, we use a 6-pillar guide our conversations and actions. And like in our ecosystem, the right balance is very, very crucial. They are measured each year through the scorecard assessment, through culture, leaders, resources, engage activities, policy and infrastructure, and role model. Tips of making the most out of lunch without lunch is definitely introduce yourself. What are you working on, looking for, and what can you offer? Please share that in the chat as well. Connect with individuals through direct messages. Please place your camera on when you guys are in breakout rooms, so at least we have that full engagement. And don't be afraid to ask any questions. This is a place where it's organic, and you know, if you need of something and you're requiring some kind of resources, this is the place to share that amongst each other. And then just keep connecting through our Rainforest Slack workspace. I believe that when you sign the contract, our social contract, you will be added to our Slack group, and you'll be able to have connections and full resources of everyone that is involved and are a member of Rainforest. And also check out our lunch notes for a capture of today's chat. And then LOL, all the LOL recordings are posted on YouTube. So I'm just going to look at the chat right now. Everyone's saying hello to everybody. Dave Whaley is here, experienced coder, currently working on virtual webcam for meetings like this one. Awesome. I'd like to connect with anyone in the ecosystem. Perfect. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. What I'm going to do right now is that we have about 28 participants today. So what I'm going to do is break you guys out in different rooms. And then you'll be given approximately about 10, let's say, because we have no guest speakers, unless, and you guys can put it on the chat, or you can raise your hand as well. I'll be with you in a sec here, Alan. But if you guys have any community announcements, this would be a great time to do so. Any community announcements that anyone have for today or for this week? I see that Stefan is putting it on the chat. Anyone have any announcements? I'll start off with my announcement. I'm working as an operation catalyst for Inception University. I don't know if you guys have heard of Inception University, but I will put a link definitely on our chat here. We are actually accepting for cohort 9 as of today, and actually as of last week. So we're actually doing intake interviews for cohort 9. So if you know either yourself or anyone that you know that are family and friends that want to upskill or integrate their careers into tech, whether they want to be a software developer, a UI UX designer, a product manager, please check us out at Inception U because we are offering interviews now for that. There is a government funded portion so that you don't have to pay for that education if you are applicable and eligible for that program. And then there is a tuition, of course, on the as another option. Does anyone else have any community announcements before I break you guys out in rooms?
Sure.
So is
sorry.
that program at Inception U? Is it just for those 3 categories?
It's for, well, now that because everyone is, you know, integrated into technology. I mean, all industry has technology. We just didn't want to train full stack developers. We train from front end, back end, like the whole stack, the full stack developer. And we realized that a lot of our clients, partners, and sponsors are not just looking for full stack developers, they're looking for product managers. They're looking for designers, they're looking for data scientists, data miners, right? And so we train based on project-based learning. And if you don't know what project-based learning is as well, I will put a little snippet of High Tech High based out of San Diego. And I mean, Bill Gates was, I think, one of the founders, and not founders, but investors for that school. But they don't have a curriculum. They don't have books. They don't have, they hit Oprah as well. And so project-based learning, we have that here in Calgary. And the ranges goes from, had someone asking here, what are the age ranges? We have people from 19 years old up to 68 years old right now. And we're all working in a cohort in the same space, learning the things that they want to learn. So I'll definitely put that on here. And sorry, that was Jackie. Next, Alan, did you have any other questions regarding that? No, thank you. And sorry, Jackie, you had something to say as well?
Yeah, so I'm like relatively new here, but some people know me already. But I'm making an app and I'm hoping to hit like about 100 people to sign up to do beta testing for it. So I threw my link in the chat there. So the app is sort of like a quick, we'll do sort of like in between meetups and dating apps. So it's more like for hanging out in small groups rather than networking through sort of like larger events or anything like that. So it's like if you wanted to go hiking on the weekend or just go grab dinner or grab drinks or something, it's kind of for that. So if you're interested, yeah, just sign up at the website there, tomoapp.ca. Thanks.
Jackie, just a quick hint for you. If you include the HTTPS in your links in the chat, it makes them live links. Actually click on them.
There we go.
That's better, yeah.
I thought I would figure it out. Thanks.
Thanks for that, Mike. And Jackie, I'd like to talk to you on the side because we do have a group here in Calgary. I don't know if anyone's heard of Inclusivity Calgary. It's inclusive usability testing. So we have groups of people in that, I don't like to use, it's diversity, basically, diversity and inclusion. So people that are testing, or like yourself, you're looking for people to test your app or to test your product. We have a group of people that volunteer to help with this.
Oh,
and it's called Inclusivity Calgary. So I'll add that on the chat here as well. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to break you guys out into different rooms here. And I'll just do an automatic assign to the rooms. And then I will probably visit in 15 minutes per different rooms. So we'll do it that way. And enjoy networking today. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry, my timing was wrong. I'll just give it a few moments here for everyone to come back. Awesome, perfect. So I'm just gonna leave a message here on the chat about if anyone were wanting to guest speak at Rainforest, to contact Bridget or Amber. Usually when you're a guest speaker at Rainforest, you have the floor for about 20 minutes. And then there's the questions and answers for about 10 minutes. So you roughly have the stage for about 30 minutes. Every last Wednesday of each month, we do an in-person Rainforest event at Platform Calgary. And I would love to see everyone's faces at that point in time. I was there last week, and that was really, really fun. And then, of course, if you guys have any community announcements that you'd want to share with the community and the ecosystem about like interesting facts or cool ideas that you guys have, please share it with us on a weekly basis. I really hope that you guys found it today. I know we didn't have a guest speaker today, and we didn't have much community announcements as we normally would. But I mean, I hope today was really a great, networking time that you guys had with each other. The last thing I'm gonna ask you to do is a poll.